Today we go over new details of Supreme Leader Snoke in Star Wars The Last Jedi. This is Mike Zero here once again. If you guys are new here to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, it is greatly appreciated. Now, one of the biggest mysterious characters in Star Wars The Last Jedi, of course, is Supreme Leader Snoke. Everybody has been trying to find out exactly who he is and where he comes from. And one new thing that we did learn about Supreme Leader Snoke in Star Wars The Last Jedi is that his backstory will be teased and won't be fully revealed until Star Wars Episode 9, in which director J.J. Abrams will be handling Snoke's backstory entirely. Now, we did learn a little bit more about Snoke's backstory, all thanks to Rian Johnson and even Andy Serkis himself. Andy Serkis recently was in an interview by IGN, and they were questioning him about Snoke's backstory on whether or not he knows Snoke's backstory, and Andy Serkis had this to say: "Oh yeah, absolutely, I know it." And then in an Empire article interview with Rian Johnson, the director of The Last Jedi motion picture, okay, Rian Johnson had this to say when he was questioned about Snoke's backstory and how that will be used in Star Wars The Last Jedi. So Rian Johnson had this to say: "I wasn't interested in explaining where he, Snoke, came from or telling his history except where it serves this story." So, we do know two things, is that it will be teased in Star Wars The Last Jedi, as we have heard today, and number two is that J.J. Abrams will be handling Supreme Leader Snoke's backstory on screen in Star Wars Episode 9. However, they do have a raw idea of Snoke's backstory, where he essentially comes from and who he is, as Andy Serkis said, alright, to IGN. "Oh yeah, absolutely, I know it." Now, to what extent Andy Serkis actually knows it is a question open on the table for discussion. Now, I would like to ask all of you guys out there, who do you think Snoke is? Where does he come from? Who is he? I would love to hear from each and every one of you on that. I think that this character is going to be a very mysterious piece still in Star Wars The Last Jedi. When Rian Johnson says, alright, the director, when he says, "I wasn't interested in explaining where he, Snoke, came from or telling his history except where it serves this story," I believe that's applying to telling about Snoke's injuries and his deformities and how he received them, which we have heard would be told in Star Wars The Last Jedi. So I believe that applies to Rian Johnson's statement. So yeah, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments section. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.